Hello, creative person. I'm back. But before we get into this, let's get this flame of hope, peace and love for 2026 going. And there we have it. May all beings benefit. Right. Okie So we have removed the masking fluid, and right now it is looking like all our hard work has gone down the drain, right? No, not quite. We have just laid a foundation for our grimoires, and even though this looks garish, I'm going to show you now using our fine liners how we are going to fill this in and create beautiful details on top of our grimoires. But you can see all of the shadow work that we did is really paying off. It's giving a lot of depth and dimension. But we are now going to play and use this almost like a coloring book to add the final details, one grimoire at a time. So again, watercolor is a very patient job. It's not something that you rush into. It's something that you enjoy. Now, let me see. What number is this? Maybe number 3. I'm now just looking at what will be the best. I'm going to play with these two. I quite like the tip on that number 6. Anyhow, let's get into it. Let's start with the first grimoire at the top. And I want to just look at these, maybe the pages on the side. I think that might be a nice way to get into the whole process. And for this, we're going to need basically a paint spray that's slightly warmed up. Think of yellow pages in the shadow. So let's see. Let's mix our watercolor. Get the pigments active and awake and going. Ready to give. I should have cleaned my palette, but I didn't quite know where we are headed, so let me just use my bigger brush here and I think I might just use this paint spray and add gold to it. I think that's what I'm going to do. Just add some water there. The metallics can wait a little bit longer. I'm going to use this number 6. Let's start there. We can always adapt and pivot as we go. Let's see what this fine grain mixture looks like. I think it can be a little bit deeper. I'm going to go for this other black of mine that granulates a little bit more. It's Mars black. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add some yellow azure gold to this. That's making it very green. So what's the opposite of green? That is red. Let's add a little bit of this Indian red. Just break that green a little bit. This is color mixing. I should have used maybe some quinacridone gold deep. It's a little bit more orange. That feels rather nice. Maybe still a little bit more quinacridone orange. And a little bit more Mars black. I'm going to add a little bit of paint spray. A little bit more. That feels nice to me. Okay. So we've got a starting point. Just going to move my leaves a little bit to the side. So I want to basically fill in of pages that we see on the left hand side. I think that's already going to feel a lot better once that stark white is covered. Okay, so that now feels very dark to me, so let me rinse that off and add more water. Remember that it is going to dry slightly lighter. There you go. That feels a little bit better. So I'm using wet onto dry. I'm going straight in with my color into the white of the paper there. Nice. I think that's working for me. And whenever I'm unsure, I just remind myself, hey dude, you are not a Minolta copy machine, you're an artist. You have artistic license. We're not copying, we are creating. But that already feels a lot better. So the secret now with the masking fluid space that we've got, it's a very harsh white line. So we just want to fill that in. Mindful not to scrub the side. Or what I mean with the side is to scrub the other pages, the underpainting. That's already dark. I might add a few more lines where I can, just to add a little bit of pagerly detail, like so. I'm going to continue. I'm realizing recently that I'm pressing very hard on this side, so please forgive me, because there is a whole pore system under this light which I haven't switched on. Maybe you guys can see better now. Right, we continue with our journey. So now we're just mindful, especially where the lines merge with another shape. What is it that you're busy painting? So avoid going into other shapes that's not related. So it's just a little bit of a focus. Beautiful. Okay, this blue grimoire doesn't have pages, then the pink one. This one does, and now we're starting to see a little bit more of the paper. There's an area that's slightly more golden, so we'll drop in a little bit more, maybe yellow ochre into these little zones. The principle, however, remains exactly the same. This is a wet into dry technique. And then as soon as you wet the paper with your paint, you are obviously free to drop in whatever you want. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in a little bit of yellow ochre. And it feels slightly darker to me. In this zone. So I'm going to go ahead and drop in a little bit more Payne's Grey, going towards the end there. So there's a little bit of movement and variety in color. That is a complete grimoire. This is all in the dark. Here we go again. I think this part of it can work with this color as well. It feels good to me. I think I'm going to do the same here with a little bit of yellow ochre. With more water, please. A little bit more of that Payne's grey towards the edge, making it sort of fade. Nice. I'm going to continue. We have some of that Payne's grey to really add to the tips of these pages, which is slightly a little bit more in the shadow. Really making sure that I catch all the white that is sticking out with my color wash. Gorgeous! I think that's really nice. I think I'm going to give the top ones a little bit more of a wash, or a second wash rather. It will dry fairly quickly because it is a very small area and my air conditioner is running, especially towards the end of that paper. And then I'm just going to use a clean brush with damp water just to blend that in a little bit. That feels a little bit more real to me. Okay, that must dry first. Damp brush just to blend. What an awesome difference that already makes. This feels very much darker on the outside for me. So while it's done, I'm going to go ahead and drop in a little bit more Payne's Grey on the toe or the end of these pages. I'm going to grab a little bit of my black. And I'm going to just add in between shadow lines to this bottom grimoire. Nice! That feels good. This red grimoire is very much in shadow, but we can talk a little bit about page structures with even a darker tone. Alrighty then, I think that justifies an episode all on its own. I don't want to overwhelm you guys with detail and then you start doing too much at one go. So, I'm very aware of this wonky kind of movement lately. I think I'm going to call that a wrap. Let's let this dry, and when we come back we're going to take one grimoire at a time because they're not all the same. Each one of them is individual and each one of them will have its little quirky tweak and a little bit of boo-boos that can be fixed very easily. So I'll see you guys in the next episode. Stay kind to one another, stay true to yourself. Bye bye for now.